Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It is often called Earth's sister planet because of their similar size and mass. However, Venus is a very different place from our home planet. It is the hottest planet in our solar system, even hotter than Mercury, which is closer to the Sun. The surface temperature of Venus can reach a scorching 870 degrees Fahrenheit. This is hot enough to melt lead. The reason for this extreme heat is Venus's thick atmosphere, which is mostly made up of carbon dioxide. This thick atmosphere traps heat from the Sun, creating a runaway greenhouse effect. The atmosphere on Venus is also incredibly dense. It is 92 times denser than Earth's atmosphere. Imagine trying to walk through water. That's what it would feel like to walk on the surface of Venus. This dense atmosphere would make it very difficult for humans to explore the planet. Despite these harsh conditions, Venus is a beautiful planet. It is often called the morning star or the evening star because it is the brightest object in the sky after the Sun and Moon. From Earth, Venus appears as a bright white point of light. Beneath its thick atmosphere, Venus is home to a diverse and dramatic landscape. Using radar, scientists have been able to map the surface of Venus, revealing a world shaped by intense volcanic activity. Vast plains of volcanic rock cover much of the planet, punctuated by towering mountains and immense volcanoes. Some of the volcanoes on Venus are truly colossal, dwarfing even the largest volcanoes on Earth. These volcanoes have played a crucial role in shaping the planet's surface and atmosphere, spewing out lava that has flowed for hundreds of miles, creating vast channels and canyons. The surface of Venus is also scarred by countless impact craters, evidence of a violent past bombarded by asteroids and comets. Unlike Earth, where erosion and plate tectonics gradually erase these scars, Venus's surface preserves a record of billions of years of impacts. Despite the intense heat and pressure, scientists believe that some areas of Venus's surface may have once been covered in oceans. However, the runaway greenhouse effect caused these oceans to evaporate billions of years ago, leaving behind a dry and desolate landscape. Venus has a very slow rotation, and it rotates in the opposite direction to Earth. This means that on Venus the Sun rises in the west and sets in the east. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. It takes 243 Earth days for Venus to rotate once on its axis, but only 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. The sky on Venus is a hazy yellow-orange due to the thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide. This thick atmosphere would make it impossible to see the stars at night. The Sun would appear as a hazy disk through the thick clouds. The lack of a strong magnetic field on Venus means that the planet is constantly bombarded by solar wind. This stream of charged particles from the Sun can strip away a planet's atmosphere over time. Scientists believe that Venus may have once had a much thicker atmosphere than it does now, but that the solar wind has gradually eroded it away. While the surface of Venus is incredibly hostile, scientists believe that the upper atmosphere of Venus may be more hospitable. At an altitude of about 30 miles or 50 kilometers, the temperature and pressure are similar to those on Earth. Communicating with Venus is a challenge due to its distance from Earth. The distance between Venus and Earth varies depending on where they are in their orbits, ranging from 24 million miles to 162 million miles. Sending a radio signal to Venus would take several minutes. For example, when Venus is at its closest point to Earth, it takes about 2.5 minutes for a radio signal to travel from Earth to Venus. When Venus is farthest from Earth, it can take almost 15 minutes for a signal to travel between the two planets. This delay in communication would make it difficult to control a rover or lander on the surface of Venus in real time. Scientists would need to program robots to operate autonomously, making their own decisions based on the environment around them. Despite the challenges, communicating with Venus is essential for understanding this enigmatic world. By sending probes and landers to Venus, we can learn more about its atmosphere, its surface, and its potential for harboring life.